Listen to this episode if you are in a perpetual cycle of launching new products just to have the inventory sit on the shelves. First things first, you're not alone. And today we're going to dive in to why this is, what your thought process is, and what to actually do instead. You keep launching these new products for a quick influx of sales. Maybe you get 5, maybe you get 10, but then you're left sitting on this inventory, not knowing how to actually flush it out and consistently get more sales in. Your inventory keeps piling up, meaning your expenses keep piling up. So what you do is that you then find another product to try to relaunch it and sell that new product instead. You're stuck in this cycle thinking that it's a product problem. There's a reason nobody's buying it, probably because they don't want that product enough. My audience clearly doesn't like it. So let me try an adjacent product. Let me try a new collection. Let me try something similar, but just a little bit different. But actually, it turns out 9 times out of 10 that your products are not selling and you're sitting on your inventory because it's a messaging and a marketing problem, not actually a product problem. We're going to talk about this today, why it's one of the most expensive mistakes you can make, and what to actually do instead. If you're new here, I just want to take a quick second to send you a warm welcome. Welcome to the Small Business Growth Podcast. I'm your host, Madison Page, and I helped product-based business owners grow their brands by selling more products online. I like to teach in a fun, conversational type of way. I like to say this podcast is kind of like sipping coffee with a biz bestie, where we're sitting across from each other, having a real and raw conversation, sharing actual, tangible business growth advice. I really like to teach in a fun, conversational type of way. Today, we are going to dive into this topic here, all about launching, marketing, messaging, and product diversification, and why it isn't actually always the goal. Also, I just want to note, if you want to dive deeper into this, you have questions for me, definitely click the link in the show notes and join our Small Business Cafe, which is our completely free podcast community where you can connect with other business owners, dive deeper into topics, and get added support from me for free. So click that link in the show notes or send me a DM on Instagram at This Is Madison Page, and DM me cafe. I would love to send you the link to join us there. So let's first talk about why you're really stuck in this cycle. And honestly, I just want to say it's logical. I can see where you are coming from. If something isn't selling, people must not like the product. Let me try a new product. People must not want it. Why can't I just keep trying a new product until one sticks? But in reality, most businesses don't have a product problem. I'm sure your product is incredible. I'm sure every collection you create is incredible. I know you put so much love, so much care, so much thought, so much creativity into absolutely everything you create. But really, the overall gap here is just not having the proper messaging, communication, and strategy in order to actually activate your community to get them to want to buy. Meaning, we're just not putting the right content out to actually make people really excited about the product that you have. Your audience isn't rejecting the product. They just don't understand why they need it yet. That is on you through your content to do that. A lot of people feel like this is their product. They're putting these new launches out there, but you're sitting on inventory because people just aren't buying. The most successful companies don't actually launch consistently. If you look at this, the brands that are winning win with one major product first. The biggest brands out there didn't start with having 15, 20 products or a new collection coming out every single month. That gets exhausting. It's hard to market and it's hard to build a community around something because they can't quite latch onto anything if you're switching your marketing, your visuals, your branding, your messaging all of the time to accommodate these new collections. What they start with is they start building a community around one hero product or a signature line first. Let me share some examples here. First things first, Coca-Cola. Do you think Coca-Cola started creating Cherry Coke, Diet Coke, and all of these other hosts of Coca-Cola products before they actually mastered how to sell their first Coca-Cola? Absolutely not. They became one of the largest companies in the world with just Coca-Cola before they decided to expand. Glossier, they had the balm.com and the Milky Jelly Cleanser First, they had two major products. They had the balm and they had the cleanser. And then they blew those up, had people finally loving it. They found the proof of concept. They found their community that loved the values that their brand stands for. And they really got people to latch on to those two major products that they had to have them. And now they have a full line of cosmetics and makeup. Another great example is Spanx. They had one shapewear. They had the shorts shapewear. First, they were known as the best shapewear. People tried that one major product and then they expanded after that. Olaplex, they started with the #3 hair protector and now they have an entire hair care line of tons of products. But because they had that one product that they sold the benefits for, they sold all of what it did for them, the results, the transformation, and the values behind the brand that product showed. They found that proof of concept that people loved that product, that were, that clinical strength hair care. They got the communication, they got the messaging out there, they built the community, and then they expanded. Last but not least, in a different direction, is Chobani. Chobani started with one Greek yogurt. They had Greek yogurt. They wanted to be known as a different type of Greek yogurt, having a different type of brand, having a really strong focus on a different messaging. And now they have creamers, they have to-go containers, they have like little milkshakes. They have so many products in their line. The major thing here is that they were able to take one product and really strongly message that one single product, create a feeling around it, create connection to it, and really get some like demand, intrigue, and desire behind that major product or that major signature line that they started out with before they actually pivoted and tried to change it. Because what you're doing if you're consistently launching a new collection, a new release over and over and over again, monthly or whatever, what you're doing is you're really going to struggle to actually get somebody to ever feel connected fully to any bit of your product. Every single brand out there should have a signature line or a hero product. It's something that I work with almost every single one of my clients. Of course, there's some nuances within certain industries, but with pretty much every single client, we create a signature line, a piece for somebody to connect to, a piece for people to gravitate towards, a place for people to start, and for us to really focus on so you can start bringing in passive sales within that product line. These brands doubled down on their marketing and community building, knowing it was going to help them build a business for longevity. Another incredible example, Scrub Daddy. They had one sponge. They made that one sponge. Actually, I think they had two. They had like the soft and the hard when they went on to Shark Tank. They made that signature line of the sharp and the hard, or like the soft and the hard, whatever, the Scrub Daddy and the Scrub Mommy or whatever it was. They made those so known that that name is like one of the household names now for sponges. And then they now expand. They have seasonals, they have pumpkins, they have flowers, they have so many different styles of products. Now they sell like actual like cleaning products and things like that alongside of it. But if they tried to diversify too quickly, it actually would have diluted their marketing. We needed people to understand that their sponges were the most durable, the most durable, the most versatile, the best sponges on the market for cleaning, and really get people to understand that they were one of the highest quality cleaning lines, the most innovative cleaning lines on the market before they actually became that line. One of the most expensive mistakes you can make as a product-based business owner is diversifying too quickly. Packaging is expensive. Creation is expensive. Ingredients are expensive. Launching something and sitting on inventory is expensive. I look at hundreds of people's P&L statements every single year, and the amount of thousands of dollars of inventory that they are sitting on after their spring collection goes and they only sell 20 to 30% of it, that they then are sitting on this inventory unsure what to do with it, when we could better use that money elsewhere. The most expensive mistake you can make is diversifying too quickly. Launching constantly means it's overwhelming, means it's diluting your brand, means that it's an expensive task that you just keep on doing more and more because you're spending $1,500 on creating a new product or $5,000 to create a new product to then only sell 20% of it. And then you're sitting on that. Yes, you might make a little bit of money when you launch it, but then you still don't know how to make passive sales. You don't know how to communicate in order to get there. Forever, your launch days, your sales days are naturally going to be the days that you make the most amount of sales because launching and sales is an energy exchange. A launch is something that has high energy if you do it right. You bring a lot of energy to something. You're really having a lot of fun with it. And so people love something new. So you might get a little bit of sales, but if you never master how to actually passively sell the exact same products and consistently make sales every single day on the products that you aren't even purposely selling right now, you're just having people go to your website, go through your funnel and buy. If you never actually do that, you are going to burn yourself out, consistently have to work harder than you would have to if you could just learn how to master your marketing. You need to first find that proof of concept and build a community around the values and the style that your brand has before you expand. Now, the fix of this is focus on selling what you already have. I know a lot of you are probably out there saying, Maddie, I've already done this. I've already made this mistake. I'm in this cycle. I have expanded too fast. I launch a collection every single month. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to make a sale unless I do these collection releases. Or you're saying, I have too many products. I've noticed that this is an issue. Where do I go from here? Stop launching and developing new products until you deepen your messaging, figure out how to move people through a buying cycle consistently in a rinse and repeat manner, and find the way to communicate the way people need before you actually expand. Stop trying to have this business of your dreams prior to having the community that can actually help you back it and afford it. What you're doing is basically saying, I am 25 years old and I really desire to have a massive mansion. Let me pay for it and try to have a massive mortgage and try to keep up with that huge mortgage, as opposed to realizing maybe I need to wait 10 years and then buy that huge house and work my way up to it. What you're trying to do is you want your dream life. You want your dream business. You want to find that product so dang bad. However, you don't have the community for it yet. You don't have the strategy for it yet. You don't have the messaging in order to actually afford it yet. You need to first build demand, build connection, and have a group of people that will then allow you to scale to whatever the heck you want. And so if you are in this bucket that you have already done this, you have already tried to expand, you're feeling like you're kind of flailing with it, you're like, Maddie, you're calling me out right now. What I want you to do is stop. You need to identify what your hero product is, your signature line. And I want you to stop launching all new products until we can find how you can create consistent sales through a seamless sales system with the products that you have. You need to identify your hero product or your signature line, and you need to deepen your messaging and figure out how we can get people to buy those things every single day, because all you're doing when you're consistently launching is diluting your messaging. So let's talk about how to do this. First things first, how do you really even go about refining messaging? What even is messaging? I get that question a lot and I can totally dive into it. Messaging is really any copy that you put anywhere. How are you communicating the overall value behind your brand? This is not just this product, look at the pattern of it, go and buy it. A major issue that we have here is that people are lacking depth behind their brand, so you can't even come up with what messaging really means. You need the trifecta. You need the three major pieces for your brand to stand out. I have a free training on it on my website. It's called Stand Out on Social Media. Click the link in the show notes and you can go download that and you'll learn what that trifecta is. It's one of my major frameworks I work with my clients. You can go ahead and do that there. You have the full training on it. You need that in order to have really solid messaging to attract the right person, to know what makes your business different, and to actually really deepen that overall messaging. If people aren't buying, it's because they don't see why they need it, why they actually need that product. Your job throughout your content is to show them. And it's not just, hey, we created this new pattern, go and buy it. Look at how great this would be for spring, go and buy it. This product is the cutest thing ever. I always go and buy it. Find your new go-to lip gloss, go and buy it. What you have to do is you have to dig deeper than that. What are people actually going to experience when they use your product, when they integrate it into their life? What is the emotion that they are going to attract to it? What is the emotion that they are going to apply to it of the use of that product? Is it going to have a tangible benefit? What are those tangible benefits? How are they going to feel? How are they going to use it? Where are they putting those products? And what information do they need to know in order to make an educated purchase, to be able to understand what it is they're doing? Are you actually speaking to their transformation, to the solution that it provides, to the urgency, and creating that demand as to why they need it? Your messaging is just the copy that you use, and honestly, copy makes all of the difference in the world. You honestly can probably use the same videos that you are creating, but we need to refine what's in your caption, what hook you have on the video, maybe what you're saying in the video, what words you have on your website in order to properly communicate the message behind your brand. The next thing that you can do is we can leverage social proof and your content strategy. Your content right now is always changing. Your content right now is talking about this collection, this pattern, this new style that you're creating. We have to go deeper rather than wide on this. We have to learn through content how to create this demand, how to create this intrigue. If you don't know what the buying cycle is, it's the AIDA model: the awareness, the interest, the desire, and the action. AIDA, AIDA, awareness, interest, desire, action. Every single person has a breakdown within that area. This is what we are talking about. Within your content, you need to create content for more awareness, for more interest, for more desire, and for more action. A lot of people are just focusing on awareness. I just want virality. I just want people to know about my product. If I just had 10,000 followers, then everything would change. And then all of a sudden you get 500 followers, 1,000 followers, 1,500 followers, but yet you still can't consistently create interest and desire and action within your process. This is where you need to create a seamless sales system. What this is it consistently moves people from awareness to interest, interest to desire, and desire through to action. All of that is done through your content and your messaging, which is what we have already talked about. There's so many things. I could talk about content and messaging for hours and hours. It's what I have in full courses, full episodes, so much content out there. It's what we talk about mostly with a lot of my clients, because your content and your messaging is the home of your community on social media. Your social media is the home of your community, and the content and the messaging is the vehicle as to which you build that community. It's not your content itself that is bad. It's not the visuals that are bad. I'm sure you're taking really like a lot of time to create the content that you actually are creating. It's the messaging and the strategy and the frameworks that we're actually putting out there. So what you need to do instead of launching is we have to master your sales process. We have to understand how to have a rinse and repeat model to actually have new people coming in, getting them nurtured into your community, and how to sell to them without it actually being a complicated process. This can be with your evergreen content, the original content, the organic content that you're putting out there that then puts them into an email sequence, and how we can actually have some of that conversion-based marketing on an everyday, day-to-day basis. Instead of launching something new all of the time, a new collection, a new product, and just keeping on expanding, thinking that this next product is finally going to solve the problems that you have to first learn how to refine your marketing, refine your messaging, refine your strategy, so people are actually coming in and buying from you every single day. If you are not yet having those consistent sales flowing through on your website where people are finding you, they're converting, you have new customers coming in every single day, you haven't yet figured out this seamless sales system. Of course, there's a point where it makes sense that you can diversify your product suite. A lot of my clients are absolutely at that point. A lot of you listening might be at that point. This is for the person that has not yet gotten to that consistent sales point. They don't know what to post in order to actually have people buying. They don't know, okay, I'm going to post this today, knowing darn well that I'm going to make a couple of sales from it because it's the content that always converts for people. It's the messaging that always activates my audience. Those are the people that we are talking about today. If you don't know how to do that, if you're like, man, that sounds lovely, I wish that was me, but it just isn't there yet, this is who we are talking about today. It's cheaper and it will actually help you scale faster. And one of the major things I do with my scaling clients is refine their product suite. I have clients that are scaling to million, to 2 million, to 3 million, to 500,000, whatever, to major big high cash months and high income years. And a lot of things that we are doing is refining their product suite, because what is having more products on your website that are not selling? It's expensive. It's diluting your marketing. It's making it harder to actually sell the products on your website. It's confusing to new customers. And you actually end up losing a lot more people because of people's decision fatigue. You end up looking at that being like, I have no idea where to start, which is probably why you have a high return customer rate, because you only have the same people buying over and over and over again, because what you have is diluted marketing and a confusing product suite that they have no idea where to start. Where you have to start is cancel your next product launch and start learning how to refine your marketing and actually have the marketing strategy that backs up and helps you find that proof of concept of how to get it out there. I have a client that came to me, one of my clients that I'm working with right now. She came to me and she is at the stage, she has a hair care kind of skincare line. She started with some hair care and we actually looked at her products and I said, what's the business that you want to have? She's like, really, I only want to sell these products, but I found that I couldn't get people to consistently buy it. So I thought maybe other people didn't want this product. So then I expanded into other hair care. I expanded into home care. I expanded into soaps. I expanded into skincare. I expanded into all of these other ways. Now I have like 15 to 20 SKUs on my website, and now I'm not selling anything. I have people that come back and buy their favorite products over and over and over again. And it wasn't until we actually canceled or discontinued, we blew it all out, so people did still buy it, they still made their money back on it, but we actually refined their overall product suite. We actually refined what it was that they were actually selling, and now they're on the shelves of some of your favorite stores. Why? Is because we actually got buy-in to the products that they really wanted to have. You can have an incredibly successful business with one product. If I were to start a product-based business today, I would have one product and I wouldn't expand that product until I was making at least $500,000 a year selling that one product. At least, at the very least, I would have this one product, one SKU, so I could market it and I could get it out there and I could really create a community of people that love it, a community of people that gift it to all of their friends, a community of people that want to rant and rave about my one product that is so bought into the concept of my brand. And then I would expand, and then I would make a new pattern, make a new color, make a new product that complements it to then sell to other people. Creating new products is a scaling strategy. It's not a growth strategy. It's not going to help you get to consistent sales. Creating new products is what people do when they have the established brand. If your business is not yet established, if you do not yet have this rinse and repeat model, this proof of concept, this like seamless sales system of new people coming in, nurturing and buying from you, you aren't yet to the point of being able to diversify. That's later on. But because so many people actually diversify too quickly, we end up having to scale back their product suite because their marketing is too diluted and they haven't quite gotten that community yet in order to actually get there. So my client who came in with 15 to 20 SKUs, we brought it down to like 3 to 5. I think we did 5. And we identified what her hero product was that she really wanted to sell. That was really kind of the main product. It was her best seller anyway. She put it out there and we market 80% of the time to that one single product because it's what people love. It's where people start. And then we expand from there. And then we cross-sell them into other products. And now with her 5 products, she has them on the shelves of some of your favorite stores. And it was because her marketing got really, really, really narrow and deep onto that one product, that one problem that it solves, and why it was literally the best product on the market. And I bet some of you listening have that product on the shelves right now. So instead of launching something new, I want you to focus on refining your sales process and your marketing. I want you to switch that feeling in your mind that it must be your product that sucks, because I have tried a lot of your products, of the people that are telling me this, and your products are all incredible. I bet the products you're creating right now, you know that they deserve to be on shelves. You know they deserve to be in more homes around the world. You know that it's a good product. Deep in your soul, you're like, I use this. I love this. My friends and family use it and they love it. Why do people not love it online? I can sell it at markets. I can sell it anytime. If I could just get this product in front of you, I know you would love it. Why are they not buying online? They're not buying online because you have not learned how to communicate to them that they actually need this product, that this product is what is going to solve their problem. Trust me, this model is cheaper and it will actually help you scale your business faster. So I want you to ask yourself, where can you improve your messaging? What content needs to shift here? What do you need to learn in order to really dive in to this concept? And how can you really think deeper about your product and communicate the message of the why and the need behind the product that you have? If you want to dive deeper into this topic with me, feel free to join the Small Business Cafe. We are going to be diving into this topic all day long on there. I will be answering your questions personally on how to actually do this and what this really looks like. You can click the link in the show notes and join for free. All you have to do is make a Slack account and you will be let right on in, and we will get you into that community. Or you can DM me on Instagram at This Is Madison Page. I do absolutely love to hear which episodes really resonated with you. Is this something that you're going through? Is this something that feels really good for you? I would love to hear from you there as well. You can also DM me Cafe, and I will send you the link to join the Small Business Cafe as well. Would love to hear your biggest takeaway. And of course, I love to give your social media and your business a little bit of a stock so I can see who is actually listening to the episode, so I can tailor my examples and my episodes on problems that you might actually have. I hope that this was helpful for you. I know I was very passionate about this topic. I could rant and rave on it all day long, but I will end it here. I love you. I'm rooting for you. I'm in your corner always. I will see you in the next episode.